What's up, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ordinary E, and we are going to announce the winner of this PC Retro. Even though it's not working 100%, you get the graphics cards as well, you can get those working, or you can take the money if you win, don't forget about that. As you can see, I've now downloaded Windows 7 on it to see if that would work, and that didn't work either, but I'll put Windows 10 back on it. Depending on who you are, where you are in the world, and if you've entered correctly and guessed the correct CPU, you're in with a chance. But stay tuned, because in this video we are about to get onto the laptops again, as you guys voted for in the last polling. Alright people, we are back on the laptop repairs and giveaways. Of course, giving away more stuff. So these are laptops I have left. There is another box over there, which was an old laptop from a previous video that we are looking for a part, which I still haven't found, and I might just give up on it. I did manage to get that part for the same laptop and fixed one of them. I just couldn't get two of the same part. And also, don't forget, I got my laptop that I started this YouTube channel with that I'll be giving away at the end of this whole saga. So on the right here, I've got some parts, all loosey-goosey. I don't even know if we can get a laptop working here. And in here we've got the screens, if you remember. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen this series, then go back. I suggest you go back and watch the laptops. I think out of 13 I've fixed 6, so we should have about another 5 or 6 here, or 7, including my one, sorry. And then I've given them away, or I've sold them and given them the money. So remove the screens out of the way. And I remember that we did fix 2 of these. They're all a bit dusty now, so we're going to have to give them a good hoover and a clean. Somewhere, oh look, there's an Apple one as well, remember that? You can tell I got the Apple stuff here. Yeah, so there's a hard drive in that one. So I may have been playing around with this one. Some of these don't have screens. Yeah, so these 2 here we had fixed, but we don't have the screen. We do have the screen. So why isn't this working? Alright, maybe we'll go back to this one. Or maybe it's the wrong screen. Don't know. Right, can't remember how we left these. I remember 2 of them working, but we didn't have the right screen. This one has a screen as well. Alright, so this one looks the most complete. So we'll start with these 2. I think I may need to go back and watch my last video. That's what you should do as well. And then so we can get all caught up, because I think these 2 were the ones I fixed, but I thought I didn't have screens for them. Gonna move these to the side in a minute, and we'll concentrate on these 2 and see what the issue was. Okay, so I just watched the videos back. It's the next day, and these laptops do work. So I got them working, but the screens are kaput. So this screen is cracked, and I can now see it. So I will need to get a new screen. And it doesn't have a bezel to hold the screen. I don't think I have one in the pile there, but anyway. This one works, but this screen fades. So it comes on and then it fades away. So this one needs a new screen, because I did test it in a previous video. You can go back and watch that and see what I'm talking about. So we will park these for a minute. The problem is the screens are quite expensive, more than the actual laptop's worth itself. So is it worth it? That is the question. That is the question. I don't know. I don't know if it'd be worth it, guys. But what I might do is sell them, and then maybe pick a winner for the money I get, which probably isn't going to be a lot. Something like $5. So let's park these to the side, and let's decide which one of these we're going to attempt to fix next. We have 3, 4, right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left, guys. So quite a few. So it's not going to be end of this series unless they don't work. But let's see which one we're going to try and fix next. Ooh, this one is pretty intact, but it's rattling. It's a Core i5, probably better than what I've got. So hold on a minute, and it's well dirty, and it's got this soft shell cover, which is absolutely terrible thing. Goes all gooey, doesn't it? Alright. Where do we start? Where do we finish? Who knows? Nobody knows. I think I need to clean the dust off, so let me get that done. Okay, I've cleaned them all up, and I think to help me with my decisions, I think I'm going to leave the Mac until second from last. My last one being my personal laptop I'm going to give away. But I think I'll leave this one till last, because I don't know about the OS system, the operating system. I only know about Windows and Linux's things so far. If you watch my videos, you'll know where I'm at with my learning curve on PCs. Mac goes away. Let's move this stuff. as well. So contender is this, and I even wrote myself some nice handy dandy little notes. These have been sitting for about 8 months, so I don't know, can't remember how to fix laptops, but we'll try again. Should come like riding a bike, right? Turns on but no screen. What do you mean no screen? Oh, there's no screen, of course. All right, so that's a contender. This is probably not a contender because it just falls apart, and it's completely apart. Well, anyway, maybe. And then we have this one, which is pretty much the same state as this one. What is this? That goes there? Nice. Okay, we fixed something already. And then we have this, right, which is that. And then we have this, which looks to be, apart from the rattling, the most intact. So I think we'll attack. It's probably the best one actually. It's the i5. But I need you to keep watching my videos. So yeah, look at that. Wait, look at that. What the hell? That'll probably dry up. But for me to keep you watching my videos, we're going to save the i5 till later. Oh, come on, don't cry. Just watch the videos. So that leaves us these three. And this one we can put to the side. We're going to have to come back. That leaves us these two, which are the most part of them all. Now, is this even the right thing for it? So we've got an Advent 7206 and we've got an Acer, a huge bloody Acer, and that's all it tells us. So they don't tell us what's inside, do they? This was on a Windows Vista and this was on a Windows Vista, so they're about 7 million years old. And yeah, what year was Vista? Do you remember? So hard drive would, but there's no hard drive connector. Or did it go that way around? What are you? Is there even the motherboard on this? Yeah, okay. And then that screen is busted up. So I don't think this is a goer, guys, because I don't think there is a motherboard, right? Unless the motherboard is actually attached to this. That screen is completely broken. You can see all the liquid going around, and there isn't actually a motherboard, so that's not even a laptop. So this one can go in the trash. Can I use the bevel on the old things? Probably too big actually. No. Alright, so there might be parts in here that we could try and salvage for the other laptop, maybe, possibly. Don't know what that is in there, but it's kind of stuck there. What are you? What are you? Oh, there is a connector for it. Don't know what that is. And then there's a fan, and then there's a power button with some little connectors. No, these are speakers. And then what is that? That is just the mouse pad, if you wanted to reuse the mouse pad. So I think this is a trash for sure. There's no screws I can salvage off of it. Yeah, so this is trash for sure. So that does away with that one. And I take it this fit, that sat on there. So I don't need that either. Good, we're getting somewhere. So this can go in the trash, guys. That's one thing we can get rid of. Nice. Alright, that leaves this next contender. Is there a motherboard? Oh, there is a motherboard. Okay, so we've got to try and fix it. Alright, we have a contender. Starting with this. Alright, this is connected, that is connected. Look at that connection. That's odd. How odd. What do? That comes off. Okay, gives us access to that. And that, I believe, would have thermal paste and a heat shield. So I need to find the heat shield that probably sat in there. Then it takes a hard drive, like a normal SSD with the normal connectors. And then that could either be, well, the SSD would be in here, but it looks like that could be a Wi-Fi. And then there's a chip here, chip here, and then RAM. What kind of RAM? Who knows? Probably the first generation RAM or some sort. Now, looking at the screen, it still locks. Oh, here's the connectors. This locking mechanism works. And is it bashed up? It's not so bashed up. It's missing the keyboard. Do we have a keyboard? I'm only going to be able to fix it insofar as if I have the parts for it. And there's a mouse. There's the mouse connector. Take it that was along there somehow. And then went down into there. Why would you do that? I do not know. But those are like Wi-Fi connections. Who knows? Right, let's see. So the first thing to see is if I've got a keyboard that would fit that. So bear with me. Okay, and to do that we would need to get, I think there were like little keyboard bits in here. Is that a keyboard? No, this is some sort of spinny disc thing. Don't know what that is. Oh yeah, here's a keyboard. And here's another keyboard. Here are trays. I don't know if that would need to go in there somehow. Nope. What about you? Nope, it would have to go that way. And you don't want to go in there either, so you don't fit. Ooh, found a heatsink. Does it line up? It lines up, but it doesn't fit because it comes out here. So you may not be the right heatsink. No, you are not the right one. We have a bunch of buttons. That says Aspire and that says Advent. So that's the right one for that. Then we have that piece, this piece. That wouldn't be for that. This. What is this? Where did this? Where's that laptop? Is that the one we just put to the side? Is it a motherboard? No. What is that? Alright, so the problem we're going to have, guys, is that we don't have a heatsink as well, which is a shame. Unless this fits somehow. Some way, somehow. No, she does not fit anyway. No. However, we can try and find a heatsink online if we get it up and running. Probably won't turn on though because these are going to get super hot super quick. What is that? That doesn't seem to me to be part of a laptop. Would you say we can get rid of that? Full show. Okay, so let's see if one of these keyboards would fit this. I'm going to just try one of these. Not too big. I'm going to try one of these. Oh yeah, hold on a minute. Okay, so that keyboard fits. Alright, we have a contender, and I think this goes over that and fits it all up, finishes all up nicely. So we've got some parts, And this keyboard probably went to the one we've just chucked, so maybe we should keep hold of it in case another laptop will need it with hair. Right, that's that. We're still going to have a problem with heatsink. Now in here, I think I can see a Wi-Fi card that has now been magnetized. I think no, sticky. It's just sticky. What is this? What are you? We have some other things in here as well, like an escape key, a battery. Do these things need a battery somewhere? What else is in here? Screws, PlayStation 4 controller stuff, and more screws. Okay, so I do think though this does fit in here because it looks like the right size. Check it out, guys. Awesome. Fixing things already. Alright, we've got a problem though with this heatsink. I don't know what we're going to do. We are going to need one, and if we don't have one then we're not going to be able to do anything. Let's populate it. Let's put a card in here. Let's put some RAM in here. Let's see if we can put as much of it together. None of these fit, so that's not for it. Right. Let's see if we can put this together somehow, some way. Okay, so I did find some pieces. Here is I thought I had more drives, but I think I put them in those other PCs. I found some RAM that we may be able to use, and I've also got my old PC, my old laptop that I started this YouTube channel with, that I'm going to be giving away to you guys at the end of this series. So I think it looks about the same age. It's had Windows 8 on it, so actually it's newer than this. When was Vista? Before or after? Anyway, doesn't matter. But I think I can pull some components out of this just to test this, and that's what we're going to do. Still going to be stuck about this heatsink though. What do you suppose, guys? Do you think I could find one? Hold on. Okay, I found one online. There it is. It is an Advent 720 CPU heatsink, so it's got a fan on it as well. So I need the fan with the square plate and a little L bracket plate type of thing that will go onto that part there, I believe. There is a screw here, 1 2 3 4, which is the 4 there. So I think this is it. $4. Let's see if it turns on first though. Right, I definitely don't have that in the whole bundle that we have here. Pretty sure I haven't seen that before. I could be lying, I could be mistaken. It could be somewhere in a box that I can't be bothered to look for. You guys have got to start winning and collecting the prizes, guys, to make up some room here. Alright, first things first, let's see if this is if this will fit. Did I buy this brand new? I didn't use it. Awesome. Yeah, there's definitely a bracket missing there because that's too flimsy, but that'll do. Now for some RAM. Not this RAM. Let's try another one. Not this one either. Oh dear. Now what? Now what, big brain. Okay, it looks like, because this is Windows 8, so I don't think in there will be anything we can use. So let's try opening this one up again and see if get the RAM out of it. Where would the RAM be? This one or this one? No, not door number 1. Door number 2? Okay, yes, it was door number 2. Let's pop down to the side, pull one out. Will you fit? Yes, I think it will. Alright, we've got some RAM installed. RAM number 1 and RAM number 2. We may have just broke that RAM, but we have the Wi-Fi connected too. So we have the RAM in and doodah, what is it called? Hard drive, which we stole from this machine. Alright, so don't need this or this now. That leaves us with this. We don't have the heatsink, so that kind of went on there. You can see the fan, what's the mahoozits for it, so okay, so that would fit there. Let's just tighten one up for now. We do need a back cover. Haven't seen that. Have you seen that? I haven't seen that. Shoot doo doo bee doo bee doop. Oh, that sucks. So now when we turn it over, what do we need to connect? Is there anything missing? Can you see? Yeah, other than the heatsink. I know. Alright, how would this now fit onto there? Oh, well, this sucks, doesn't it? Look. So that, how would you, okay, I got it. Now, we have this, which is a clear indicator that that goes into there. Can I get a click? Yes. Click. This goes into the side, like so. Click. Now this needs to go into here. Give me a minute. Okay, I think I got it. Click. And now this, before it goes down, needs to go into here, which sucks. Look at that. How can you, it's not, god. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, I think I've got it. So, and then you just put the little clips down, flick she over, and that would fit in there. There's no screws, is there? No screws, so it just sits there like that. Now we're left with this thing. Where did you go? So this looks like it's the Wi-Fi, which I need to route in and around here. Bada bing, bada boom, and then it probably went down there. Where to? Where to, mister? Come out. Oh, the keyboard. The keyboard is now connected. Oh, well that's not good. What have I just done there? Things are breaking off. Well, that's rubber, so that just goes somewhere. But now I have these, and that is not long enough to reach the Wi-Fi. So what are these for? What are you for? Is there something on the heatsink? Why would it be on the heatsink? Oh, let's have another look quick. Something is not right. So this, I need all of this. Right, I got you. I know what to do. This probably went all the way down here. You still watching? And then down this hole. That makes more sense, doesn't it? And then down this hole, like so. Right, now let's see. Oh no, this came off. Oh, and this came off. God damn it. We can get back to that. Now let's see. What? No, it still doesn't reach. What the hell? What in the nature? Alright, let me figure this out. I just got to get these over to that Wi-Fi card, right? Okay, did it. So, had to go under this bar, and now look at that. Reaches. Sweet Jesus. Now, which one goes on what? Who knows? Let's just pick one. I didn't know they had Wi-Fi back in before Christ times. Alright, that's on. Alright, they're on. Tuck she in there. Right, now we've got to get this back on and the mouse. And then we're going to fire it up and see what it does. This could all be a waste of time, of course. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Well, at least I had figured this out, right? That's an achievement in itself. Okay. Alright, let's do this again. Back with the mouse, connector, clip down. Nice. Put this on. Okay, keyboard, mouse, back connected. I don't know if they are actually connected, but I can't be bothered with it anymore because it's the stupidest, finickiest thing to do. See that there? You don't even know if it's in properly. Anyway, I do need the front piece here. Looks like something is missing, right? But anyway, where was that? I did have that. Here it is. So this should lock it all down. Ah, there is something missing. So that's a power button, but there's no power module. Why would you do that? Where are you? So we have some contraption missing here. Oh, after all that, can I use the escape key? God damn it. Shoot. Well, that is another laptop. Well, I definitely don't have whatever went there and probably connected in there. That looks like the fan connection. So something is missing in here. Shoot. That then would have been here with the power button, right? But there's no power button. And then this would have just sat in nicely and locked this top bit down. I believe, although it doesn't want to play nicely with the keyboard, maybe we'll just hold it down. Yeah. Yes, like that. Now all I've got to do, guys, is turn it on, but there's no power module. So this laptop is a fail as well. Oh dear. Well, alright, that's as far as I can get with this laptop, guys. I've managed to put it back together as much as I can. I am missing something here. Maybe if I look online, but we'll have to wait till the next video to see what I do, whether I carry on with this and get parts, or will I go on the next laptop. Now it's time to pick the winner of the XPS retro crappy PC that I'm giving away. But don't worry, things are getting better. Each time there'll be a better PC, I think, and a better laptop. Let's go. Okay people, it is finally time to pick the winner for this retro PC. Now, you know how it works. If you don't know how it works by now, what I do is I go to the video and I take the URL, copy, and I paste it into random YouTube comment picker. So absolutely at random, and I fetch the comments. Anything goes, include replies. Okay, continue. All right, we got 8 comments. Good luck everybody. 3, 2, 1, and the winner is my comment. Right, we got to pick another one. All right, let's pick another winner. 3, 2, 1. Rust Bucket RC. I might be wrong, but I think your first CPU was the i5-2320. You are correct. You said 2328, did I? In the video, but I looked it up, and the Acer X399 that you used said it came with. That is the first CPU that I used. I am in the US, but I might pay for shipping as long as it's not a crazy expensive. Everyone else is saying use the Xeon chip, but I won't copy their homework. Very good, you got the correct answer. That was the first chip that I actually had working in a PC. That was the correct answer. You are in the US, so I'm not going to ship it to you. It's crazy. It is crazy expensive to ship that heavy PC over there. If it was smaller maybe, then maybe. But what you got to do now is you go to my channel and you will see my Instagram link here. So you go to my Instagram link, message me on Instagram, follow me obviously, and then I'll ask you a question just to verify it's you, and that's it. So I'll look out for your message. In the meantime, as with the new current giveaways, I will be putting this PC up for sale, and if I sell it before you claim it, I get to keep the money. I am going to sell it anyway, so hopefully you got PayPal. If I sell it, I will send you the money. Or you can pick a charity, or you can nominate someone else who is a subscriber and is in the UK that I can get the PC to. Up to you, my man, but we'll talk more on Instagram. So there we have it, guys. Congratulations to Rust Bucket PRC, was it? Yeah, I look forward to your message. That's it for this video. That's as far as I can take this PC, this laptop. I am going to hunt around because I do believe I had parts, more parts that I just boxed up and put in a corner somewhere. So I'll hunt around to see if I can find that power button part, possibly. If not, come back for the next video to see what I do. And in the meantime, love you guys. Thank you for watching and appreciate the support. In the meantime, why don't you go and watch another one of my videos so you can get all caught up or see what I do, and I appreciate that too. I think I'm going to post Wednesdays for now because I noticed on YouTube there's not much to watch on a Wednesday, so you can watch me instead. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.